Well, this is a design that I came up with that I'd like to share. Another orthotist in my office said that she thought it was pretty neat, so I thought we'd put it out there. Basically, this is David, he's a patient of mine. He had an injury where he lost range of motion in his upper extremity. We did an ultraflex elbow to gain extension, range of motion, and you can see he's got this on, he's got full range. He's doing very well, his therapist is very pleased. What she was concerned with was his lack of full range of motion in supination. So she asked if I could do something to try to elicit gains in range of motion, and I had never done anything like that before, so I said I would try, and I came up with this, and I think it works pretty well. Basically, I took my elbow component, and then I took a mold for the entire arm, and we finished out the elbow component, and then vacuum formed the hand component over it, incorporated Velcro on the inside and Velcro on the outside, and basically when I modified the model, I got a pretty true semicircle. It doesn't have to be perfectly true, so that we can take the hand once we get it on, open it, rotate the hand, supinate the hand, then lock it down, and then strap it down. And he's actually got almost full range of motion in supination now. He's about 10 degrees shy. When we started, he was probably about 45 degrees shy. So he's really doing well. We're working on getting those last few degrees. He came in today for an adjustment, and he was kind enough to let us do a video. So I want to move this elbow up just a little bit. Well, let me go ahead and show you this since we're here. What I like to do with mine is I don't use straps. I like using a sheepskin elbow pad with a kind of a molded P-light line or P-light backed sheepskin elbow pad. Since we're going for extension, we only need the 3 points of pressure at the biceps, the wrist, and of course the elbow to get that extension. It was a little bit low on his arm, so I want to reposition it just a little bit when we add the hand component. It's a little tight. He's had this for some months now, and he's really bulked up quite a bit, which is a good thing, but he's almost bulked himself out of this, and that's why we had to do some modifications today. We had to trim away some plastic so that he could get it on. And he is able to put this on by himself. The hand component is a little bit more tricky, but so basically the patient would need assistance. What we've got is a little arrow here and numbers here. It's a little tricky going on. You got to kind of finagle your way in there, and this Velcro kind of catches. And I use a flexible plastic. This is 1/8 inch copolymer, so that we can kind of stretch it and move it. And I just need to work it a little bit more up his arm. Okay, there we go. Now right here we're at 7. All I do in order to supinate him, first I want to lock in the wrist. I've got a strap going across the knuckles and the metacarpals on the dorsum of the hand. Then basically we just break the Velcro loose and then externally rotate it. He was between 4 and 5. I'm going to go ahead and set him up at 4. It's a little tricky because you got to get the Velcro loose, but you'll get there and put it down. I know that Dulcie Lima at Becker came up with her design, which is a really nice design. It's just very difficult to make in-house, and I'm not a big fan of central fab. I like to make stuff here. So I came up with this design, and you can see it works pretty well. I ran the trim lines up into the fingers because of all the force. I didn't want a narrow band across the hand here. So I'm not doing anything with the fingers. Basically, I'm just working on the supination. So right here, we've got him about 10 degrees shy of full supination, which is pretty good. And you can feel the stretch there now, right, David? Or do you feel like we can go a little more?
Mainly in the wrist.
Okay, so you don't feel it. Can we go a little further, or do you feel?
No, that feels about pretty good
so
stretch.
you've got some stretch on.
Yeah.
And as he makes gains, he can measure where he's at here and get further supination as needed. Well, all right, sir. I appreciate you letting us get this.